BestBookBits.com brings you the book summary of Permission Marketing by Seth Godin, turning strangers into friends and friends into customers. The man Business Week calls the ultimate entrepreneur for the information age, explains permission marketing, the groundbreaking concept that enables marketers to shape their message so that consumers will willingly accept it. Whether it is the TV commercial that breaks into our favorite program or the telemarketing phone call that disrupts a family dinner, traditional advertising is based on the hope of snatching our attention away from whatever we are doing. Seth Godin calls this interruption marketing, and as companies are discovering, it no longer works. Instead of annoying potential customers by interrupting their most coveted commodity, time, permission marketing offers consumers incentives to accept advertising voluntarily. Now this internet pioneer introduces a fundamentally different way of thinking about advertising products and services by reaching out only to those individuals who have signed an interest in learning more about a product. Permission marketing enables companies to develop long-term relationships with customers, create trust, build brand awareness, and greatly improve the chances of making a sale. First of all, don't get too comfortable with the process of spending thousands of dollars on a single marketing campaign. By all means, money can't buy creativity and uniqueness. In fact, a marketer can start by putting herself into a customer's perspective and interrupt the message conveyed impartially. In other words, you should discover what your customers expect from you. Adhering to an old concepts, the bigger, the better, can lead to total disaster. You end up penniless without seeing any positive results. The Yahoo's head of direct marketing once said, if you are not familiar with your consumers' preferences, just ask them. Simple as that. You don't need to waste any time trying to work things out, only investigate their needs. In reality, the marketing departments can give priority to expensive marketing campaigns and neglect other elements like production, management, finance, etc. Permission marketing is the embodiment of a successful journey that guarantees ROI. The fundamentals of permission marketing. For your permission marketing strategy to be successful, it must be based on three main characteristics. It must be anticipated by the customer. He has to wait for the information about the product or service of his company beforehand. It's not about catching him by surprise. It's about wanting to hear you. It must be personal. Marketing information has to relate deeply to the customer and not focus on a mass market. It has to be personalized, relevant to the client. It has to be about something that really matters and wants to know more about that subject. If you follow these three criteria, people will want to hear more about you and your brand. Seth Godin only provides assistance and emboldens organizations to award the customers by handing over a responsible role before launching a campaign. Let's clear everything linked to permission and why the author indicates that the learning process has much in common with everything else. In fact, by traditional standards, authorization and participation meet on controversial grounds. In spite of living in the information age, a time of lesser social restrictions, it seems like we don't have time when it comes to pleasing our customers. Many will disagree, but let's look at the facts. All your customers don't want anything in return other than a product that satisfies their needs. On the other hand, when targeting new markets, in order to gain trust, permit customers to start editing the process on your behalf. Don't acknowledge the theory that customers are not interested in making their contribution. If you plan on donating your budget or provide a reward for customers that respect your creativity, you'll end up bankrupt in no time. Payments, bonuses are inefficient strategies mainly because they do not last. Major breakthroughs in the world of marketing emerged as a result of openness and ingenuity. However, you can save money by allowing the customers to do the job for you. What does this mean? It means instead of conducting extensive analysis that is unlikely to pay off, you can get better results with a lower budget if consumers are willing to cooperate. Direct marketing experts endorse the idea of having a permission rather than interruption marketing. The 5 levels of permission. There are 5 levels of permission your brand can have from your customers. Situational permission. The potential client allows your company to contact you, providing you with your contact information and personal information, although you still do not have confidence in the brand. Brand confidence. The potential customer trusts the brand and allows the business to continue communicating with it about their needs. Personal relationship. Permission exists because the potential client has a personal relationship with someone in the company. Permission for points, sweepstakes, and contest. At this stage, the client has agreed to receive information about the company's products and services and has already authorized the use of his personal data because they had incentives such as a draw, a competition, or some occasional promotion. Intravenous permission. The company has already taken command of the supply of a product or service, and the consumer is totally dependent on the business. The more a customer trusts your business, the more permission he or she will give you. In the ideal scenario, your company gets to a point of having an intravenous permit. A good example of this is when you subscribe to a magazine. You pay in advance, trust a publisher to get the content that interests you, never know what's coming next time, but keep paying. In the world of business, the cost-effective ratio alongside other metrics determine whether you are applying the right strategy or not. From customers' perspectives, how beautiful would it be if every manufacturer or service provider consults you first before embarking on a shallow campaign? The resistance to this foolish approach is only a consequence of some of the companies' imposed advertising that doesn't produce any valuable piece of information or lacks that inner spark. Undoubtedly, the internet is the brand building brain that enables this whole operation to function. However, it's disgraceful to expect technology to do all the hard work due to your inconsistencies. Godin's compelling book gives us powerful insights and a scheme that can build an all-encompassing system. Key lessons from permission marketing. Number 1, creativity to the test. Number 2, out-of-box mindset as one of the critical elements in launching an ad. And number 3, dialogue instead of a monologue. Creativity to the test. Addressing an audience is science. It's a mystery because there is not a single way of working in every situation. In general, it all depends on various factors like the environment, political situation, marketing capability, and the company's market share, creativity, etc. Out-of-the-box mindset as one of the critical elements in launching an ad. The out-of-the-box thinking patterns are critical for taking into consideration the consumer's permission before processing the commercial. Even though such an approach is rarely practiced, you should once again reconsider your strategy. Dialogue instead of a monologue. Sometimes paying attention to ads is a process linked to not just the message, but by the media as well. The time needed for a consumer to feel the pull is perhaps the most significant challenge in the world of marketing. The digital age certainly doesn't have shortages of material required to build an ad, but lacking creativity is a common problem. As can be seen, permission marketing targets a new method of interacting or establishing a dialogue between both parties without interfering in other activities. Permission marketing quotes, "Creating value through interaction is far more important than solving a consumer's problem in 30 seconds. They're building an asset that has nothing to do with the brand and everything to do with their relationship with you." Permission marketing is just like dating. It turns strangers into friends and friends into lifetime customers. Many of the rules of dating apply, and so do many of the benefits. The biggest secret of the internet is that it is inherently a direct marketing medium. In fact, the internet is the greatest direct marketing medium of all time. And last, permission marketing is the tool that unlocks the power of the internet. And that's a wrap on the book summary of Seth Godin, Permission Marketing. If you like this summary and you want me to send you the PDF version via email, click the link below and I will send this to you via email. I've also compiled the top 150 book summaries we've done at bestbookbits.com. We have done over 600 book summaries currently in video, written, and audio format, which you can go back and browse. So thanks for watching and listening. Hope you got something from this. Go out there, get permission in marketing. Take care. Bye-bye now.